Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 7th of October. This week begins with the Sun, Venus and Mars all in the sign of Libra, which is very much to do with relating. But late last week there was a rather stern quarter moon and the energy of Saturn still spills into this week. This is asking us to take our relationships really seriously. But with Mars and Uranus in a tense quincunx, it's possible we could encounter someone who wants to push to get their way, even if it's not right for us. But from Wednesday, Venus makes its way to join with Mercury into the deep and passionate sign of Scorpio. This can be a trigger of an improvement around shared finances, or perhaps a more sensual dimension to a close relationship. If you meet someone new in the second half of this week, and this person has got a kind of mesmeric, quite intense personality, you could find yourself really fascinated. But equally, Venus going opposite Uranus can pull people apart in a tie which is not working quite so well. Which brings us to the full moon, which occurs on Sunday in the sign of Aries. So if there is any kind of chink in a close alliance, it's likely to be revealed at this time. Now, this is partly because Pluto is going to be squaring up to this particular full moon, which will bring the power dynamic back into play that was influenced by that quarter moon. But fortunately, the Sun is forging a gorgeous angle to Jupiter, and Jupiter actually forges a semi-sextile to Pluto for the whole of this week. So all of this is saying that we need to be as open-minded as possible about our resources, financial situations, our relationships, but also in terms of exchanging our views. So if there is something that does need to be brought out into the light on the back of this particular full moon, if we can make sure that we're listening carefully, there's much greater chance to improve things or perhaps meet someone who can be very special indeed. Your specific forecast, Gemini, shows that with the Sun, Venus and Mars starting this week in the most self-expressive part of your scope, your focus could initially be on your social situation or demonstrating your talents, artistry and craft. And that's a very good thing to try. It's possible that a past idea that you'd rejected could be recycled in some kind of new way due to the influence of Uranus, which is going to be a prime player this week. Venus, however, moves midweek into the sign of Scorpio. Your ability to cooperate and be practical in terms of how you liaise with others or help others can be a real asset. And there could be some kind of bright spark of an idea which just seems to come out of the ether. Don't reject this. In the latter part of the week, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, forges a magical link to the Sun. If you do go out on a first date, this is about as good as it gets. It can give you an enormous sense of optimism and enthusiasm. But in an existing relationship, the Sun and the full moon in Aries do clash with Pluto, the power broker of the Zodiac. And if there is politics that's creeping in, it's possible that someone could blurt something out this week, say something that you're not expecting. It could even be you. And some kind of old issue may need to be reviewed to really fully clear the air. It's been a pleasure being with you. If you'd like to order your year 2020 personal horoscope based on your time, date and place of birth, please see the link beneath this video. You can get 30% off and the rest of this year free. But for now, good luck and goodbye.